at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Right back to him on 1st down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They go play action. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Bates' kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2nd and 15. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
19 Lions. Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
Daniels looking to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Daniels. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A solid stiff arm. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking to throw. Daniels. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Trap 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 13. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Washington.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Hands it off out of the gun. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 22-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Daniels. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here now, 2nd and 4. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Off play action. Daniels. That pass complete to Moore. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. To the right side, and he's got more complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive. Instead of throwing the interception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
60 Bobcat. Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 3. To throw is Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Let's go now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that
they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go, set.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
That is caught, and he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Again, that's Watkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Caught on the slant. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Washington.
Hey, front.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 46, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.